You get a Kirigami, and you get a Kirigami, and you get a Kirigami. Everybody gets a Kirigami. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Brittany with Laid Back Lux, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of my channel. So if this is your first time and you're into life's little luxury, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't hesitate to leave comments. Feel free to drop those below because I'm always in my comment box responding, and I love to respond to comments. So feel free to do that. And if this isn't your first time and you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thanks for joining me again. Today, as you can tell, I'm going to be talking about my Kirigami sets. I have actually three. Two are from Louis Vuitton and one is from Tory Burch. So I'll be going over what I use mine for, as well as talking a little bit about the different materials and what I like best for what. So if you're interested in learning more about Louis Vuitton's Kirigamis, how I use mine, and what you can fit inside, stay tuned till the end of this video. So as I said before, I actually have three Kirigami sets. Three. Why, do you ask? It's a long story. It's a long story. I would tell it, but it's on another 30-minute video. Long story short, they didn't have the one I wanted originally. I originally wanted the mono. I didn't get the mono. I got the epi, and then I wanted the mono, and I didn't get the mono. I got the Tory Burch set, and then finally I got what I wanted, the monochrome one, and that's how I now have three. One I haven't used ever, which is a Tory Burch set. That's actually going to be used as a giveaway, so I'll kind of go over that one first. If you get it, it comes in a box like this, and there's the two colors pretty much. So this is what it looks like. There is a red, the medium size is pink, and the small size is red as well. This is supposed to be leather. It feels like leather. It's very soft leather, and it's very flexible and movable, so you could probably get a little bit more in here than you could actually in the other Louis Vuitton Kirigami sets. But here she is. I haven't personally used this one. It's pretty much brand new, still in the wrapping, so I can't really discuss much about it. All I can say is it's very similar color to the Louis Vuitton ones, as well as similar in size. The only difference is the lining, or like, I don't know. The other one's a little wider. So here's an example of the Louis Vuitton one versus the Tory Burch. So this one has a little bit more space, I guess, but this one is definitely more flexible and a little less stiff. So maybe one of you guys will be the lucky winners of this set once I hit 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. I'm doing a giveaway. If you don't remember, I did talk about it in my video being thrown in LV gel. So a little bit first about the Kirigamis from Louis Vuitton. I currently have the epi leather set. Well, it's not even a complete set anymore because I lost the small one. But this was pretty much my travel set. So I bought this with the intention of using it for my travel documents. When I was living in Italy, we had to carry a bunch of documents and paperwork and passports and all that stuff, and I wanted something that I could have in one spot that would fit all of it, and this was the one that I did decide to use. I actually used the larger one to house everything from my hotel reservations to my parking information. I would hold my passport, my documents. So like, let's say this was one of the papers, I would put that in there. This would be typically holding my Soggiorno or my Italian green card, as well as maybe my second passport. Currently it's holding tampons but I'll get to that in a second. But I would usually have all that in here, and then I would actually put it inside here, and I would typically have the small one, but I lost it, and that would fit in here. And what I would do with the small one was that I would actually use that as a wallet while I was traveling, because certain locations I didn't want to carry a large bag or a crossbody, so I would carry a waist belt. And my waist belt was really small. I got it for $10 off of Amazon, and it couldn't fit a lot, but it would fit my phone. It would fit the smallest size Kirigami, and yeah, that's what I use a small Kirigami for. I could hold my room keys, a debit card. I could hold up to technically 8 to 10 cards, but I would typically carry my room key, a debit card, a credit card, my driver's license, and that's pretty much it. And so, folded up cash that I wanted to keep on me, and I'd put that in my fanny pack. And that's pretty much all I ever used this for. This was my travel set. I will say I really enjoy the epi leather. Originally, I was really disappointed because I was looking all over for the monogram. I was checking all the locations that were around me. I drove 2 hours away to Verona. I drove to Padova and Venice, and they were all sold out. I even had my mom look in the States at her local stores. That's how much I wanted the monogram, and they were sold out there. And this was back in 2017, 2018. So when they were first kind of coming out. I don't know if they were first coming out. Well, they were really popular back then. And I could not find them anywhere. So it was funny because I went to Venice one time and they told me, hey, Milan has one. So we hopped our ass in the car and we drove 4 hours to get to Milan just for them not to have the monogram. So I didn't want to leave empty-handed. So I did buy the epi leather. And I actually really enjoy this for travel because there's not a lot of logo on there. So you're not putting yourself out there as a target with all your expensive designer items. It's just very low key, laid back. You wouldn't even really know it's Louis Vuitton. It only has a small, I don't even know if my camera will pick it up, Louis Vuitton emblem here. It says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, and that's pretty much it. But I love this one because it's durable, it's long lasting, it's kept its shape. Granted, I did used to keep it in its cover when I would travel with it. However, as of late, I've just kind of been letting it breathe and do whatever it needs to do and using it however I want to. I still use it for travel only. So when I had to drive or fly back over to the States or when we picked up our dogs, I did keep all of the documents in here. And I didn't put my passport in here anymore, but because again, now it's the period case. But I did still take them with me and I did utilize it and I enjoyed it. And it pretty much will stay in my travel case. I might, depending on like my outfit, if I need a clutch that's a light color, like if I'm going to a wedding or something like that, I would probably use this as a clutch just because of the color and the size. And that's actually how I'm using my large monogram right now, kind of as a catch-all in my purse / clutch. If I don't want to take my whole bag inside, I'm able to pull that Kirigami out, and I'll show you that in a second, and have all my essentials with me. So there is a little bit of a difference between the epi leather and the monogram. The epi leather does have like the suede material on the inside. It doesn't have the logo or the Louis Vuitton stamp here either. It's only in the front. It is a little more, like I said, durable. It's a little more stiff even than the monogram one. The monogram one, as I've been using it, has started to lose shape. Not lose shape, but get softer. This one is still pretty stiff. It's still pretty structured. I do enjoy it. Same with this one. I did actually have an issue with this one when I was traveling the last time I went to Spain. The button popped off. So I did take it to the store and have them repair it. They did have to send it away, but because I hadn't had it for very long, I think I had it for 1.5 years by that point, they did do it for free and it took a few weeks. So do be careful, that can happen. And this little rivet is holding the whole thing together. Otherwise it opens up almost into like a square. So that is something that can happen. So just be careful with it. And that is why I do now use it as a tampon case, because I feel like I only really have to go into this bad boy once a month. And I don't really have any issues with that. And I don't want to wear it out. But I do love this one. I still enjoy it. And I'm probably going to try and find the small set to this, the red one, the small Kirigami, just to complete the set, because I do enjoy having a full set to my items. I don't like selling off little pieces, and I do want to feel like it's complete and whole. The other difference about this set versus the monogram is the interior lining. So this one is going to have the same color all throughout, whereas this one, each inside is different. So the medium is a red. This was actually the same color red as the smallest Kirigami in the set. If I could do it all over again, I personally would go back and buy the other epi leather set. There's a black, silver, or black, pink, and silver set, and I'll put a picture over here, that is just, it screams Britney. It reminds me of Britney going out in her 20s. It's like very discotheque. I don't know. I love it, and I wish I had gotten that set over this one. I do love this one. This one's very feminine. It's very light. It's very clean. And so, like, I don't know how to, it's just very elegant, whereas the other one is a little more edgy. And if you know me, you know I love to be a little bit edgy with also being classy and elegant. So I'm pretty sure at some point in my future in my life I will get another Kirigami set, and it'll probably be that black one. But I was actually really surprised with Epi. Even though I didn't want it in the beginning, I actually probably think this is my favorite set just because it is so low key, so incognito. It is great for traveling because it doesn't make you a target. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. You have to know Louis Vuitton to know Epi. So it's also kind of one of those like, if you know kind of things. So I do really like this set. My monogram set is my newest one. It's one of my newest purchases. I bought it right before leaving Italy. So in early June, I did get that set, and I do have all 3 pieces. Thank God I haven't lost this one yet. However, I have been using it a little differently than I do my Epi leather. So for my monogram, I've actually been using it kind of as like a wallet catch-all, similar to what I was using my T19 for. But I did switch it up because I haven't been getting this one used, and I wanted to kind of use it and really give a genuine review on this set Kirigami, and I love it. I mean, I originally wanted the monogram. I like the classic logo look to Louis Vuitton, so I did really like this, and I still really do. But where I live, labels aren't really a big thing, so it is a little weird pulling it out all the time, but you know what, screw it, I am who I am and I like my labels. So I have been using this in my purse, again, to house my wallet, my keys. I do have my passport in there. Sorry, I had a little visitor. But as I was saying, I do have my wallet in here, my keys. I do have my passport in here currently, but it doesn't usually stay in here. However, today I was trying to get a state ID, and they needed that. So I did carry everything in here, and it just made it really easy when it came time to have to provide all of my information and my documents. So that is how I've been using this size, the large size Kirigami. Again, I do like it mostly for a clutch, and I have used it on its own just like this walking around. But do take note that it does get heavy, and even though it expands, it kind of has gotten softer as I use it. So be careful. If you want to keep that structure, don't overstuff it. Don't leave it in the sun. You know, don't make it too heavy. Don't weigh it down. Like, again, I think maybe, let me see if I can see a difference with the passport without. Okay, so this is with the passport, the width and how it looks. When I take it out, it's just a lot more streamlined, I guess, a little flatter. It's not as bulged. And it feels a lot less heavy. So I don't try and put too much in here. Sometimes I do have my phone when I do use it as a clutch, and it fits perfectly. My phone is about 5.5, 6 inches, so it will fit in here. On the website, Louis Vuitton markets these as mini iPad holders. So that's, I guess, what Louis Vuitton made them for. Again, a lot of people have been using them as a clutch. They have been using them as a purse. I think it's really cute when you have the little set on there and you kind of make it like a crossbody. I actually saw a girl come into my previous job with that on, and it was really adorable. So you can do that as well. For the medium-sized Kirigami and the monogram, I haven't quite figured out what I was going to use this for yet. I have a feeling it's going to probably be utilized something in the office or when I get my new job. I was originally going to use this as a catch-all in my purse. I still might for like receipts and things of that nature, just because I do want it to get some love. I don't want it to just sit around, and it's such a great size. On the website, Louis Vuitton has this as their passport holders. Now I've actually tried, and I was able to fit 5 passports in here. 5, and I think I probably could have gotten 6, but 5 fit in here with no problem. But that was without the cover. So I always keep my passport in a case. So if I were to put this case into the Kirigami, it kind of takes up a little bit of, quite a bit of space. But I've also, you know what, I have used this as a small clutch as well, just to kind of put the small Kirigami in and use it kind of like a little wallet. And then I had room for like my keys or a clay, and then you could also fit like a lipstick and a lip balm in here as well. So who knows how I'm going to wind up using this. I think it would depend on where I'm going, how long I'm going to be out, and what I need with me. But you could technically use this as a even smaller clutch or a handheld, and it would still be really, really beneficial. But again, as of now, this monogram Kirigami medium piece is not getting any use or any love by me. So if you have suggestions, actually, yeah, leave those in the comments. What do you use your medium size one for? Again, This one is being used for pads and tampons. It was originally being used to hold my green card. So now it just needs another, I don't know, it needs another purpose. So help me find a purpose for this guy. And the small one, I haven't quite started to use fully yet, but I unfortunately had to have gum surgery a couple years ago. It's called periodontal surgery, if you've ever heard of that. And so now I have spaces in my gums, and I always have to floss after eating, and my doctor recommended that I use these. So I think from what I'm going to do now is actually keep my little toothpicks in there because it fits perfect. It fits so well, and I can fit as many as I need to in here and not have to worry about it. And I will always know where my toothpicks are. So that's going to be its newest duty. And then if I do travel and I need to take my small waist belt, I'll use that. But the way the world is going right now, I'm not going to be doing any traveling anytime soon where I would need to take a waist belt. But yeah, so that's what this small one's going to be used for. I've seen people use cards for this again. It can fit about 10. I've seen people use it for hair ties, for their ear pods, for jewelry. Like if they're flying, they'll take their rings off and stuff and put it in here so they know where it's at. It is, for being so small, has a lot of function. A lot of functionality for it. So you do have to try to just get creative and kind of see what is going to be best for your lifestyle, for your set, because everyone is so unique and so different. And I believe Louis Vuitton on the website markets this as a card/coin holder. I have watched other videos where people said it's not the greatest coin holder. The coins can kind of slip out of the side and the top and things like that. Well, not the side, but like this kind of area, and it's just kind of a mess. So I personally wouldn't recommend it for coins. I would probably use it for cards, if anything. But I am going to be using it for my toothpicks and my dental floss. So that's pretty much it. If you like the Kirigamis, I actually think for the price point, even in the US market, is a very good price point. I think that for what you get and the functionality and the versatility of the items, I think it's great. I think everyone should have one of these in their collection. I know I even talked my mom into getting one. I tried to buy hers off of her, but she wouldn't sell it to me. But yeah, I think when I first started looking, they have gone up in price. When I first started looking on the Euro market, I believe they started at between 395 and 405 Euro. By the time my mom got one a year later, it was, I think she paid between 435 and 450 Euro. And when I picked one up at the end of June, I wound up paying 495 Euro. I did get my taxes back on that. So it probably brought it back to about 415 Euro or so. And for the epi leather one, at the time, I believe I paid 650 Euro. And I think they're up to 700 Euro now. I have to double check. But again, for what you get, the amount of use you can get out of them and the way you can kind of wear them and use them and style them, it's just, I think it's worth every dollar, especially since you can pay, I believe the monogram in the US is around $700 or so. And I still think that's a great deal for the amount of items you get, because people are selling, you know, like the favorites and things like that. Purses that are very similar are going for over $1,000. So getting this and having 3 pieces is really nice. It's just nice. I like it. So I think it's worth it. And they do have the little different colors on the inside of the monogram. So if you're into that, they do have the different ones. It makes it really nice, really cute. Just kind of adds a little pop of something extra in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Again, leave comments, questions. I hope you like what I use mine for. Feel free to leave in the comments what you use yours for, especially this medium size, because this needs a purpose. I don't want it to just sit in my closet. Give it a purpose. So please leave what you use your Kirigamis for in the comments. I'd love to read and hear about them, and I'm sure it would help other YouTubers and people who are watching to get a better idea of what they can be used for as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching my channel and coming back. Again, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help me out, then I can do the giveaway. And again, I'm either going to give away that trio set, which I don't even know where I just put it. I just had it. Either the trio set from Tory Burch or the clay from the Demira Ben clay from Louis Vuitton. Or I even have another one in the mix that I might throw in there, the Bastia Hermes coin purse. So help me get there, guys, and then we can have like a little drawing, and then you guys can decide which item you want, and I will send it out to you guys free of charge. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate all the love and support. Continue to stay safe, and ciao.